sensational and amazing, 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 fabulous people, and welcome to my Fab Life, or your Fab Life. Um, for those of you who don't know what Fab Life is all about, it's my expression and my love for fashion, for the luxury lifestyle, for movies, for celebrities, and anything under the fabulous sun. And right now, I recently went to see, as you can see in my background, I recently went to see this movie, which is called The Grudge. And originally, The Grudge was a Japanese movie. It was a Japanese movie that was a sensational hit back in its day, and it spawned other movies as well. It became a Japanese trilogy. I think it became more than a trilogy. And now, for the first time, they created a Hollywood version of the movie, which was produced by no less than Sam Raimi, and all of you die-hard horror fans know who Sam Raimi is. He is the modern director of all the horror movies that you love. Yes. And he also created, I don't know if you guys remember The Mummy. I mean, who doesn't remember The Mummy? So anyhow, I got my cheat sheet right here because I don't have the brain of an elephant. And this is the synopsis of The Grudge. A detective investigates a murder scene that has a connection to a case that her new partner handled in the past. The killings occurred in a haunted house that passes on a ghostly curse, to those who dare enter it. Soon, the curse spreads to a terminally ill woman. And not only terminally ill, but she was mentally ill as well. And her husband. And another unsuspecting couple who were in the wrong place at the wrong time. So sad and tragic. Here's a little spoiler alert. If you're looking for a movie with a happy ending, don't go to this one. You have to prepare yourself emotionally and mentally before watching this movie, because there may be some things that you won't like. And also, there were times in the movie it was so scary for all intents and purpose. And by definition, this is really a balls out horror movie. Pardonnez-moi for my French. So, having said that, it really did the job in the scare tactics of scaring the audience. And so I was, clutching my armrest, my seat, and everything. And the funny thing, is there were two women in the movie theater that kept on talking and talking throughout the entire movie. I don't know if they were talking, I don't know if they were praying or the rosary, or they were just saying long prayer from beginning to end of the movie. So, oh my goodness, it's really frightening. There were some scenes that were a little bit predictable, but it was predictable. I know this may seem a little bit of a contradictory thing to say. It was predictable, but at the same time it was welcoming due to the intensity of the subject matter of this movie, which is the horror. And of course, in this movie, The Grudge is an evil spirit that doesn't let go of the past, that doesn't let go of what the horrific injustice that's been done to it. You know, I'm not even gonna give it a gender, because at the end of the day, at the core of things, a grudge doesn't hold gender. It's a genderless spirit that holds on to the bad thing that has been done to it. And so I dare you to watch this movie. And now that I've mentioned that the movie is super, super duper scary and creepy and bizarre, some scenes were a little bit gory and gruesome for my taste. The only thing that I do, and my advice to you, is I just close my eyes during those scenes. Like, I close it like this. See that? That's the way I view it. I close it. I close my eyes. But having explained to you what the plot line is all about, I would like to say congratulations to the director and to the cast and crew of this movie. You guys did an amazing job. And I almost forgot to mention the director, shame on me. His name is Nicholas Pesci. And John Cho was in this movie. I think that there should be more roles for Asian actors here in Hollywood. John Cho, I could see, I promised myself not to say this, but it was something that you noticed. John Cho went to the gym and became really a little bit buffed up for this movie, well defined and well toned. And you know, there were some scenes that required him to remove his shirt, or if he was wearing a shirt, he wore a muscle shirt and blah blah blah. I just noticed that they do this to all their actors and actress, not unless you're never mind, I'm not going to mention it. And also Andrea Riceborough, they did an amazing job of making her look like an, how should I say this without offending anyone, like an unattractive police officer. And they really did a good job, hair and everything, you know, strip her down. Well, she wasn't naked, but stripped down of makeup and everything. But kudos to her acting abilities. I empathized with her character. I've felt what she felt. I felt her anxiety. I felt her pain, and it's almost like she became the lens in which I saw this movie through. So I lived vicariously through her in this movie. I don't know how they did that, but Andrea, if you are watching this, you are beautiful in real life. And you are an amazing, amazing, amazing actor or actress. But I know you guys call yourself actors even if you're women. And also, Lin Shaye is in this movie, and I love Lin Shaye because she's been in most of the iconic horror films here in America, in Hollywood. She's been in Insidious, all the Insidious movies, and the Conjuring. Ooh, the Conjuring evil. And also kudos to Betty Gilpin and Damian Bashir and Jackie Weaver. You are an amazing actress. I just, you know, when I watch a movie, I just notice the way these actors perform, and they say their lines and they do their reaction shots, or sometimes it's not what they say, it's how they react to the other character. Sometimes they're quiet and not say anything at all, but the camera just focuses on their faces, and they have that shock of disbelief in their face, like, am I doing it right? You know, that sort of thing. I love it. I love reaction shots. Perhaps Maria and I will create a movie with no dialogue. It's purely reaction shots. And the whole thing from beginning to end will be like, you know, that's that from beginning to end. Imagine 2 hours of that. Oh, amazing. Yes. I'd like to say kudos to Frankie Faison. You played the husband of Lin Shaye really well. He was the sympathizing husband of a mentally ill woman. And his character, you know, he was very patient with her. And even if, in his case, you know, he was already seeing ghosts in the house, in that haunted house. And even if it was seeing ghosts in the house, and even if like these demonic evil spirits were following around the house, he didn't mind it at all. His love was stronger for his wife. And that was, I love that story arc in that movie. And also one thing that I have to mention about this movie, going back to the synopsis, the way they created this movie, it's like layers and layers of stories. And somehow they were able to fuse these stories beautifully. And for some reason, they were able to connect all the 3 primary stories together. You know, and they had one underlying commonality, which is the grudge, evil spirit. And so, yes, everybody was amazing, including the child actor, everyone in that. I highly recommend this movie if you want to see it, if you are in love with the horror genre. And once again, for those who are looking for a happy ending, go watch a Disney movie. But it's not going to be this one. And hence the reason why, if you're thinking, what is this thing? This is from the tribal Indian people. We love our Indians. And this is a dream catcher. And the reason why I brought this to the set is to ward off any negative or evil spirit while I'm sharing the movie review of this horrific movie, because it wasn't only a horror movie, but it was horrific to say the least. And also, you know what, I'm thinking perhaps I should not only do a review of horror movies, but horror TV shows as well. So there you go. I'm expanding. Oh my gosh, how I've expanded. Okay, let me put this over here. So anyhow, I think by virtue of my own power, we're going on a commercial break, and we will be right back with the enchanted moment. Don't go away. See you later, or see you in a short while. Please don't go away. I'll really feel bad if you go away. Okay.
Social Media Shows Network were initiated in 2017. Since then, our founder Maria Pereza never stopped developing a system on social media, in building a network of passionate people that loves to entertain, coach, help others, and deliver informative information to the public, informally, in a low-cost production. She built a platform that surpassed Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and other social media live streaming, but exceeded the function of a podcast. Her main goal is to be able to broadcast on social media like a traditional TV setup involving a group of broadcasters, YouTubers, podcasters, and social media live streamers. Maria is building the confidence of non-actors and non-famous people that joins her to network. We are here to promote and support one another, to help our community grow collectively without inhibitions but with confidence and high self-esteem. We love to be in this family together. Our door is open to help you build your brand, opening opportunities for others, and outreach to our community. We welcome you to the family of social media shows.
Reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors, which will bring more traffic to your business and ultimately mean more sales. So let's bring the world to you. Inquire now. Live streaming on social media is the best new way to interact and bond with your community. Do you love to encourage, motivate, and empower others, but you do not know how? Well, your opportunity starts with us on social media shows. We have 20 shows a week live streamed across the globe, with a reach of over 80,000 and growing. So you can host your own show, and you can be anything you want to be. So let's bring the community together, and let's bring the world to you. Join us now.
Cause they be all up in my business like a Wendy interview. Oh, I forgot, this isn't the Wendy show. But, rant of the day, and welcome to Enchanted Moment. The Enchanted Moment. Word on the street. Before I tell you the word on the street, I will start off with, do you remember the time? No, I'm not going to sing a Michael Jackson song. Do you remember the time? See, I'm not going to sing that. Do you remember when Lauryn Hill had a concert here in Las Vegas? And I'm a huge Lauryn Hill fan. Strumming my pain with his fingers. 1 time, 2 time. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. And the time that she had a show here in Las Vegas, and she was a no-show, so her fans were waiting and crying and waiting, and some of them had a severe meltdown, the same meltdown that people had after watching Game of Thrones. And they needed to go see a therapist after that. And yes, so she was a no-show, and fortunately for her, her career was not over. It still continued on and on and on. And these are the glitches that happens to big stars and sometimes to not so big stars and sometimes to people who are almost stars but are not there yet. Anyhow, a similar incident happened here in Vegas, and for that it comes with a song. I heard it through the grapevine. Yes, I heard it through the grapevine. Oh my goodness, I heard it through the grapevine. That there was a New Year's Eve shindig, and there was a famous group who was supposed to sing in that shindig, but unfortunately, one of them didn't appear. I mean, imagine having the Ghostbusters and one of them didn't appear. Or can you just imagine the group ABBA? ABBA from Sweden. Yes, we love our Swedish meatballs. If one of them didn't appear, that would be disheartening. It's just like the time that ABBA came here in Vegas to launch Mamma Mia, and only 3 of them were here because Agnetha was afraid to fly. So she was left in Sweden. She was afraid. She says, I'm afraid to fly, and I don't know why. Anyhow, that's not an ABBA song. And yes, so this is what happened to the, I shouldn't be saying an ill-fated group, because I think that the band, that band is very famous here in Las Vegas. And, I think not only here in Vegas, but around the world, for those people who love pop and rock music, this band, is really powerful and strong, and they have such a stage presence. And one of them didn't appear. I'm not gonna say whether it's a he or a she or an it or they. I don't know. Yes, I'm not gonna say. All I can say is the person is fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Fabulous human being, dripping with sparkle. It sparkles. See? Director Maria, I said it. I know you guys who probably saw my review of the It think that it's the clown Pennywise. No, it's not Pennywise the clown. No, and she didn't join the circus. Oops. Did I say she? Oops, sorry. Sorry. Yes. But word on the street has it that she performs in my neighborhood. In my neighborhood. And for those of you who don't know my hood, it's Chinatown. Yes, fine China. Yeah, the golden ticket lounge. Yeah, I didn't say it. Yeah. But anyhow, yeah, if that woman is watching and you have the intelligence to know that we're talking shiza about you, I don't know what you did, honey. You're too beautiful to do this. Yeah, you're too beautiful to get fired. Oh my gosh. Too beautiful. But anyhow, I'm not hating on you. I still love you, and you know that I will still support you and probably bring my camera crew to the yeah. And follow you around like Wendy. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. I do. Yes. Oh my gosh. The only thing that I wanna ask you right now, and no, that wasn't a question. Why'd you do that? Okay, why? You broke my heart and shattered it into 1,000 pieces. I was a huge fan. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Are you serial? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Don't do it again, okay? Next time. You know, if you're given another chance to be in another spectacular group, who knows? Maybe you'll be one of the acrobats in Cirque du Soleil. Who knows? You'll be like flying and doing some somersault, and you'll be a contortionist, and your body will bend in such ways that is impossible. Maybe we'll see you doing that while you're singing. So, I don't know. But anyhow, stay fabulous and remain fabulous. You know, um, I don't know. Perhaps you didn't appear in that shindig because somebody knocked you on the upside of your head, or I don't know, the Energizer battery died. Tick, 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 tick. I don't know. So anyhow, that was my rant for the day. Okay, see, I tried so hard not to throw anyone under the party bus. Under the party bus where they have strip dancers in the party bus. So anyhow, that was it for the enchanted moment. I love you guys, and this is the end of Fab Life. And like I always say, and most especially you that got fired because of your fiery ass, remember always that your most fabulous fashion accessory, even if you get fired, is your self-confidence. Adieu.